What's going on, everybody? It's Josh with Fort Collins Kia, and today we're going to take a little road trip in the 2021 Kia Niro EV.
That's right. Today I'm taking a little trip from Fort Collins, Colorado to Granby. Mountain Park Electric is hosting a ride and drive event to give opportunities for folks to learn about EVs. This short video is to give you some helpful knowledge on what it's like to go long distance in the Niro.
Alrighty. Well, one thing I've always really liked about EVs is that the power is just so instantaneous. It makes it so much easier to just accelerate. You don't feel like you have to push your foot all the way down to the floor just to get it up to speed to catch up with everybody else. Now, some of the regenerative braking can be a little bit, I don't know, what's a good word for it? Unusual or atypical feeling. Interruptive might be a good way, because depending on what level you have the regenerative braking on, the more you're going to slow down when you let off the pedal. And sometimes that can be pretty aggressive. Right now, I think, what do I have it on? Now I've got on 0. So I press the left paddle and now I've got on 1. That's not too bad. Because you're used to the rolling aspect, the kind of cruising aspect that you get from a gasoline vehicle, and it can kind of be a little bit bizarre to suddenly have the vehicle slow down really hard.
Once I got settled into the vehicle, I began exploring the active safety features.
So there's a little camera up here behind the rearview mirror that maps out the road, and this camera is utilized for the lane keep assist system as well as the forward collision avoidance system. So what it does is it maps out to, basically sending out a radar, and if there's anything that comes and interferes with a certain distance at a certain speed, the computer will react. But if you're just up close to somebody, that's not going to do anything. What it's looking for is, in a sense, a collision imminent speed. That there is an object in front of you and the collision is imminent.
As the trip went on, in fact, I became quite familiar with the forward collision warning.
Forward collision avoidance! I've had the forward collision avoidance notification happen quite often.
Luckily for me, though, I made it to Estes Park and set my sights on Granby.
After all that driving up the mountains, I haven't switched into sport mode yet, but after driving up the mountains, we have dropped down to 243 miles as of right now.
It was at this point that I realized something fishy with my current nav route.
Okay, I'll stick with this. Seems awfully strange, but that's what it says. Hopefully we don't get lost.
My hunch turned out to be correct. Instead of driving through Rocky Mountain National Park, the navigation system had me traveling all the way back to I-70 and up Highway 40 to Granby.
I put all the information into the navigation and ended up going all the way back down to I-70 and taking up I-76, which, if you live in Colorado, that was a 3-hour detour.
3 hours behind and another 100 miles of range less, I finally arrived.
EV test drive, look at that! Middle Park
You have arrived at
Senior High School.
The first thing I did was introduce myself to Diego Lopez, the executive director for Northern Colorado Clean Cities, my contact for this event. I spoke with him for a while I waited for eager EV enthusiasts to come take a test drive. It didn't take long. Soon I was off with multiple people whom either never tested an EV or at least a Niro EV. It was a great experience with many laughs. Everybody seemed to love the event. When the day was over, I had a wellspring of new friends and great memories. Before I left, though, I needed to recharge my vehicle at the local charging station. This is where I learned a few more things about my Niro EV.
One thing to point out in regards to charging your Kia Niro is you have to make sure that you do not have it set up on scheduled charge. If you have it set up on scheduled charge, it won't charge automatically when you plug it into a station like this. And that was one of the issues we had, was trying to figure out why it wouldn't. We'd plug the vehicle in and then nothing would happen. And a lot of that's because the Kia Niro has two different modes, an automatic and a scheduled charge. And the scheduled charge means that it's not going to start until the predetermined time that you put into the system. So if you're in a situation like this and you just need a quick charge right away, you need to make sure you have it on automatic, and that will make sure that the system will work. But it's a great time. It was a great time today. Got to demonstrate and show all the benefits of the Kia Niro. We had plenty of different cars there. We had a Nissan Leaf, another Kia Niro, a Tesla, and a Chevy Bolt. So all of them were there to kind of show their colors, and it was a really good time. If you're interested in a Niro, I highly recommend checking into Fort Collins Kia and going in and asking about all the different features and models you can get. I had already mentioned the tax credits, but they're also having really good discounts because the Kia Niro model year is coming to a close. And so right now is definitely the best time for you to purchase one, because this is when you're going to get the most bang for your buck. So, but great vehicle, great drive, great day, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you for watching this 2021 Niro EV test drive. Please like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new videos. Also, check out Fort Collins Kia in Fort Collins, Colorado, or go to fortcollinskia.com for an electrifying EV experience.